I've no idea where we're going. And my little dag, fast asleep, bless her. So hopefully we shall get there in the next, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that.
So we are at the Eurotunnel. We're a little bit early, but it's better to be early than late, especially with Storm Alex. Had some trouble on the M1. It was closed, so we diverted around Leicester and the M69. We're just taking Buff off so she can go and have a little walk in the doggy area. But it's not been too bad a journey down so far. Hopefully it'll get better when we get on the other side, and it'll still be light until we get to our first stop at Esquebec. Just had a little walk around Esquebec.
We have. I've got my favourite
baguette and a couple of pan of raisins. Just getting the hang of what the French rules are with COVID-19. Do you wear your masks all the time, or just wear masks in the shops like in England?
So we just did.
We just put them on because it looked like everybody seemed to have got them on. But now we're out in the park, we've took them off again. We're just walking past the chateau with the river running past it. It must have been diverted off to form a moat at one stage, and we're just walking into the park where the Aries and the van, they have some kind of sporting area, what these, and a community centre. Not quite certain what those tall towers are, because they seem to be hinged and they do some kind of activity where they decorate them maybe. But we'll find out one stage. But the area seems to have had a bit of a mixed history. You know, they're trying to make the most of it, this Flemish area. So we'll see. So we've come to the town of Agincourt, or Azincourt as the French like to call it now, so you don't end up with a one that's miles away. And we're just about to have a wander around the Azincourt walk, which we've got a big church there, and I assume it's this path marked out with all these little medieval people, as Helen is quite happily displaying now. I don't know which side she'd have been fighting on with her heritage. Here we are at the site of where the English camped just prior to the Battle of Agincourt. We've got a few things dotted around. There's a few semblances of what's here. So we will press on and see where we can go from here. Probably be number 3.
At the battle, the English army was predominantly comprised of archers. Feared since the beginning of the 100 Years' War, English archers were lightly on.
So 605 years ago, pretty much to the month, the Battle of Agincourt took place on this field, probably somewhere between the two sets of trees. And once again, the might of the Welsh bowmen and the English longbow, or as I think they're called now, a warbow, defeated the French knights. And then more of a battle of technology than a battle of ideology. Right, well, we've just done the walk to Agincourt all the way round.
Been very pleasant.
Yeah, surprisingly warm for this time of year. Stay dry, considering we were meant to be in the grips of Storm Alex.
I'm sure that will come.
But we've done 4 miles, so it's just been a nice walk.
Lovely.
Just getting back to the van now before we set off to our nightly stop, which is in a town I believe called Montreuile. So we'll see. Well, we've just arrived at our air. Got the car all secured, looks quite nice. 4 vans here at the moment, I think out of a possible 7 spaces. And we're just going to settle down and have a real nice golden draak. This is one that I've not had before. This is a special edition, a brewmaster. It's looking very good.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, very rich. Spirit, dark fruits.
Like I like my men.
What? Rich and fruity.
Rich
Anyway,
and fruity.
we'll pass on that because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to describe her as anything. Till later if anything more happens. Oh, another van's just arrived.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well, we just came up to look at the ramparts of Montreuile, and look at this health and safety gone mad. Not a barrier, a good old drop. Dog is actually staring at a load of goats who would just happen to be here eating everything on the edge of the ramparts. We're here at Montreuile, where on the 18th of August 1944 this Tiger tank ran out of fuel. It is one of only 8 Tiger tanks now left in existence. The Bovington Tank Museum in England has one that is in full operational condition and was used in the film Fury, but this one has been maintained here outside the village, where it would have been trying to hold off the Allies after the Normandy invasion. It's the first Tiger tank that I've seen. Seen plenty of T-34s when we toured the old East Germany, but this is the first one of these that I've seen with its complex arrangement of wheels and its suspension, which gave it great traction but was difficult to maintain, especially in the Russian winters when they would become clogged with snow and the wheels would freeze up. There we go, King Tiger in full size, to give you some indication of how big it is. I'd say it's a good 11 to 12 feet tall, and yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay, we're coming into the village of
Montreuile.
There you go. Now this village was almost completely destroyed by Allied bombing just after D-Day during the Second World War. Half of the inhabitants were killed or injured, and people ended up having to hide in cattle sheds and barns and live in them. So they've rebuilt it. It was then discovered by the Canadians, who came in much to everybody's happiness and surprise at the end of the Second World War, and they all shared jugs of Calvados in celebration. I'd have kicked their ass personally, because they'd already bombed you. Yeah, it was. They've been living in fields for the last 2 months. But anyway, that's. They were obviously very pleased to be liberated from the Nazi. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the Nazi tyranny. Here we are in Azincourt.
After 200 yards, turn left, route down Azincourt, then go straight on, route Buffy.
Nice people crossing the road. Nice people reversing their car very badly.
Then go straight on, route Buffy.
I think the sat-nav is loving all this pronunciation.
Go straight on.
Everybody's done up for winter with coats and scarves, gloves, etc.
After 200 yards, turn right, Rue de Larno, then you have reached your destination.
Okay, here we go. You can see the sign there. Let's just see if we can get in it.
Turn right, then you have reached your destination. You have reached your your destination 34 Rue de Larnac. Turn left, then you have reached your destination. You have reached your destination 34 Rue de Larnac.
Can we go there? So, camping cars, yeah. There we go. So this is our stop for the night.
We're on wine, proper wine.
It hasn't got a house on the label.
No house on the label, so we don't know how it's going to go. But anyway, cheers. First glass of wine in France.
This is the only way to spend a rainy...
Oh, the bouquet
Sunday.
is
Like
wine.
As I was saying, this is the only way to spend a rainy Sunday afternoon, really, while we wait for the shower to pass.
It's quite dry, and it's definitely wine.
It's actually really nice.